Hey guys, before we watch the video, just a reminder of channel maintenance. YouTube is always changing and a lot of our subscribers say they're not getting our videos. Be sure you click subscribe below. Only 25% of people watching are actually subscribed, and make sure you click get all notifications, the little bell below here, in order to get all of these videos in your feed. Also, if you're interested in learning about martial arts, weapons, and Japanese culture, click below in the description. On Teachable, we have hundreds of videos for those who subscribe. For now, let's watch a video about cicadas and their importance in Japanese culture. In Japanese media, one of the tropes is the cicada. The cicada is a type of insect, and there are over 3,000 species. I did not know that. Generally speaking, they have a short antenna, their eyes are set wide apart, and they have large, transparent wings, big red eyes for some species, but their most distinct feature isn't their appearance, it's their sound. Cicadas have a loud, prominent sound. They spend most of their lives underground, only to emerge briefly as adults to mate, hence their cicada, quote, song. Cicadas are found worldwide on every continent except Antarctica. Japan, just like the US, is no exception, being the home of several cicada species. But why has Japan latched onto cicadas in a way other cultures have not? In Japan, cicadas are often the sound of summer. Same thing here in Ohio. They're often used in the media to indicate hot, humid summers, similar to how cherry blossoms represent the beginning of spring. The Western equivalent of Japan's cicada would be the sound of frogs croaking. You and I can go out often in our backyard and hear the frogs at night. Cicadas also play an important role in the lives of Japanese children. Insect catching is a common hobby. They often catch fireflies, beetles, and of course cicadas. So their fascination with the insects is instilled at a young age. Often, if you and I are afraid of cicadas or bees or whatever, it might come from our parents' own fears, or it comes from something that usually happened in childhood. If we were raised to pick up cicadas and bees and whatever else at a young age, we would not have the same fear we do have as adults. The cicada is also a big symbol of rebirth in Japan. They have life cycles ranging from 2 years, like this brood, every 17. Isn't that amazing? They spend most of their lives underground, only emerging to molt their shells and become adults ready to mate, and then turn around and die just a couple of days, hours, or weeks later. As a result of spending most of their lives underground, most people will only see a quick snapshot of a cicada's life. For the Japanese, seeing the cicada's life cycle is a reminder of the passing nature of all things. Cicadas represent the law of impermanence. Japan's connection with cicadas goes even deeper and is tied to centuries of Buddhist influence. Japan's history with Buddhism dates back to at least the 5th century BC, when it was introduced from China via Korea. In Chinese culture, cicadas were long considered a symbol of rebirth. Rebirth is also considered an essential tenet of Buddhism. Naturally, Japanese Buddhists would have seen the cicada as a constant reminder of birth, rebirth, and death. The samurai was no exception. They loved them as motifs on their swords and armor, representing the kind of impermanence of life, the fleetingness of it all, but also a power in summer and nature through sound. The cicada was the bug of sound. If you and I are lucky enough to live where cicadas live, then we hear that wonderful sound which reminds us of the long, hot days of summer, when all seems all right and we enjoy our youth even more. Then, when the cicadas are quiet and the days grow shorter and the leaves are starting to turn, cool winds blow and the sounds and storms of fall enter, we now realize that all things must come to pass. The fall turns to winter, the cycles change, things die, and are ready for rebirth and summer again. The cicadas, a reminder of our youth, a reminder of our summer, a reminder that we are only temporary creatures, just like them. And they remind us to always appreciate every single moment, every single day, for each day is truly a gift. So here is one in my hand. I can't tell if it's male or female, but they're scary looking to some people. I think they're cute. They have little red eyes. They're completely harmless. They don't bite. All they want to do is latch onto something and crawl up high. I'll help him along a little bit. Hopefully he'll survive, find a mate, and create some more. Here's another one here clinging on. That one just flew away. So their job is just to climb all the way up, find a leaf somewhere and start making some noise. They're often very quiet when they're at this level. They're just quietly living their life. They only live for a couple of weeks, and probably 95% of them sadly end up on the ground at the base of a tree. There's hundreds here. As you can see, all these little husks. That's what they look like when they shed their skin. And you can just hear them, and they're flying around. There's thousands of them. So right now there are several flying around me. Let's look at the base of this tree. We have quite a few that have died. There's one. There's a couple here that are flying. You may not be able to see them flying around, but I can. It's hard to see. They're just on every single branch you look at. So many. Here are two right here in front of us. Can you spot them here on the branch? There's one there. Let's pick this little guy up. See if we can get him to make a noise. See? Perfectly harmless. They just love to crawl. We'll get him to fly away. Let's see if I let him go, if he'll fly. Maybe not. They don't like to fly unless they have to. So we'll set him back on the tree so he can go about his own way. Or her, I don't know which is which. It's something we can research. My guess is that certain types of trees will attract cicadas more than others. This particular tree has a lot crawling up right now. And this guy's moving really quickly. Here comes one on the ground that's crawling up from the base. And if I look around the base, you can see there's probably 50 or 100 here that have either mated and died or died on the way. Usually the ones at the base of the tree have already mated, and now died. That's their job. Here's a couple climbing here. But there are probably 500 or more in this tree alone. And that's again what the husk looks like after they hatch. And they get a new fresh skin, and they can fly minimally. But you'll see them. Often when I'm walking, they hit me in the face. When I'm mowing the lawn, there are thousands of them that land on me because they're attracted to the sound of the lawnmower. So the humming of the lawnmower, they think is a big cicada, which is me, and they land on me and I have to pick them off. So you have to get over your fear of these. They're around. They've been around a lot longer than us. Aren't they cool? See, if you think they're beautiful, they won't scare you. They're completely harmless. All kinds of different noises they make. Here are two here, hanging below the leaves. Yeah, they're ugly to some, but beautiful to others.